Hi, I'm Steve from the Public Service Commission. Florida folklore suggests that if it weren't for air conditioning, Florida's population would be much smaller. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know we all like to have a nice, comfortable, cool place inside our home when it's hot outside. Here are a few tips I call the Lucky 7 from the U.S. Department of Energy on how to keep your air conditioning system running most efficiently and save you money in the process. On your outside condensing unit, you want to clear the area around it by removing any dead grass or leaves and trim the foliage back away from the unit so that you have adequate airflow going into the unit that is blown out by the fan. Another thing to check on your condensing unit is the coils. Now, if you have a unit like this where the coils are covered, you don't need to worry about it. They're not likely to be damaged. But on many units, you can actually see the coils, and the little small metal fins around those coils can get bent very easily. The idea is to straighten them out. You can contact an air conditioning wholesaler for a tool called a fin comb that'll straighten those fins out for you and allow more efficient airflow through your unit. Be sure to get your unit serviced regularly. Have a trained air conditioning technician come out to check your system. Make sure that the refrigerant is at a proper level and that the electrical and mechanical components are operating properly. If you rent a house or apartment, make sure that your landlord has the air conditioning unit that serves your home regularly maintained. If you have a room air conditioner, you need to check the window seal around the unit. You need to make sure that the seal is flush against the window and the unit. Moisture can damage that seal and let the cool air outside, and that'll cost you money. Be sure to change your filters regularly throughout the year. A dirty filter will reduce the amount of air that the system is handling and thus make the system operate much less efficiently. However, do not operate it without a filter because the dirt will collect on the evaporator coil. Having an evaporator coil cleaned is much more expensive than replacing a filter. The seventh and final step is to check your thermostat to make sure it's set in the proper mode. It'll do you no good at all to set the dial below the room temperature if it's set on heat. So make sure you set your thermostat to the cool or auto mode. Check your drain lines. Use a stiff wire to clean them out so that your unit can get rid of the excess moisture from the humidity in your house. If you don't, and the line is clogged, that moisture may end up on your interior floor. Also, make sure while your unit is operating that it is actually draining some water. That's the first clue that your drain line is nice and clean. Try these Lucky 7 simple steps to keep your air conditioning system operating at peak efficiency. Neglecting maintenance on your system ensures a steady decline of performance and a steady increase of the energy used to operate it, thereby costing you money. Visit www.floridapsc.com for more energy saving tips.